Congresswoman Miller, welcome back to the program.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. I tell people that one thing I've recognized here in DC is that there's a spirit of deception over our country, and I want to thank you for being a beacon of light and truth.
Well, thank you. Let me ask you the question I'm asking my listeners today. Do you think we're in a battle for the soul of the nation?
Oh, absolutely. We have no mooring. I think going back decades ago when we decided to teach children that they came from nowhere and they're here for no purpose, now, we're reaping the results of that. Yeah.
I think we absolutely are. And I do want to thank you for bringing those types of issues into the discussion. You have done that consistently and repeatedly. You're not afraid, not ashamed of the truth, and we admire you and appreciate you for that. And you're sounding the alarm over, you've been on this with the Department of Justice calling parents terrorists, and this has really gotten under the skin of the Biden administration. They know they're on the losing side of this. So they've announced this new council that is going to be supposedly made up of parents, but something looks very familiar about it. It's the same people who agreed with the memo about parents being domestic terrorists. Tell us about it.
Well, they're setting up this council and supposedly representing parents, but these are the parents on the left that basically called the parents that showed up at school board meetings domestic terrorists. So there again, the spirit of deception, the Biden administration, everything that comes out of their mouth is twisted and they're lying. It's kind of interesting how they're attacking the states that have decided to defend our children against transgendering. And when they won't even do the number one job they have, which is to secure our border.
Right.
And get our energy production going. Those are the two things that Joe Biden should be doing. And he's focusing on going after states that have every right to pass laws and protect their children.
Yeah, by the way, folks, last month, May, another record after another record month with the number of people coming across our southern border. So Congresswoman Miller is absolutely right. The border is an open door to who knows who all is coming into this country. Yesterday, the president issued this executive order that addresses so-called conversion therapy. This deals with transgenderism. But who's converting whom? It's the left that's trying to convert our children into thinking they're a gender that they're not.
Well, I think it's hard for Americans to actually admit to where we've come to and where the place we're at in our country. And we're going to have to just say, we have ignored God. We've been rebels and gone our own way. And now we've come to the place where we're saying that we can change our children from one sex to another, and we're going to do it without parental consent. And I have a map, actually, maybe you could put it up sometime, but it's a picture of the United States in 2007, and it's a picture of all the pediatric gender clinics in the country, and there's maybe 2 on the map, but today, the entire country is covered with dots representing pediatric gender clinics. And they are doing this and going around parents. Even when parents end up in court over this, they're losing. And schools that are discharging teachers that are promoting this, these teachers are suing the schools, and then the schools are losing. But one thing the American people have to quit doing is we cannot be passive. And I'm just telling people, do whatever it takes to protect your children. If you have to sell a car or try to work it out with your spouse, who's going to work on which shift in order to homeschool your children, or maybe you're going to go get a second job in order to afford a private school. If your school is pushing this CRT and transgender policies on your children, please get your children out. It's not worth it to leave them in.
And you are speaking from experience. You've done just that, and even running for Congress as a mom and a grandmother to defend common sense, decency, and the future of our children. Congresswoman Mary Miller, always great to talk with you. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.